hard drive is doing this thing again. Oh well. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. Alright, here we are. Here we be. Here we go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to whatever I'm calling Tuesdays these days. Eventually I'll probably move back to a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday stream schedule, and then this will be backlog day again, but for now it's adventure game day. It's not really Mortality Monday, unless I'm playing a game where I can die a lot, and I don't think this is that kind of game. But, yeah. Hello. Hello, Raviolin. So, tonight we are starting Detective Grimoire, which is the winner of the poll that I put up. This game is supposedly pretty short, so I don't expect to spend more than like a stream or two on it, but we'll see. And it also has a sequel called Tangle Tower, which is very, very good from what I understand. I thought I had it, but I don't apparently, so I'm going to have to fix that. So that, presumably, I'm assuming I'm going to like this game, because it's very much up my alley, and what I should do is get Tangle Tower so that I can just jump right into that after I finish this one. But we'll worry about that later. Right now, let's play this game. I already... yeah, no, we're good. I think I'm fine on options. The beginning. Ooh. Headphones strongly recommended. Sound is important. Good thing I'm wearing them. Oh my gosh, this is great already. Hey, Edwin Tiong. I know that guy. In passing.
2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marshland.
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here? I don't get it. Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
We've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? There's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Hello, Microfort. This is a sequel to an old Flash game. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm not terribly surprised because this developer team seems to specialize in Flash games. They also did a game called Haunt the House, which is still up and running. This is a Flash game. I think there might be a couple Haunt the House games actually, but that game's been around for a while. I didn't know this had a predecessor though. But I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to play this game as is. Despite my usual obsession with playing every game series from the very beginning. So, police file. Richard Remington, founder of tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 20:45 last night. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Sounds like Boggy's being framed to me. Any of the 7 other people present at the swamp last night could hold vital information. Ew. Gross. Footprints. Boggy is adorable. Boggy clearly did nothing wrong. I can tell that just by looking at him.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Banjo-Kazooie, yeah, it's got kind of a Banjo-Kazooie vibe, yeah, I can see that. No, my hat!
Your case file is in the top right. You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
Cool. What does all this? Oh, okay. This is, definitely, got some Professor Layton vibes to it, which I'm okay with, because Professor Layton is great. Boggy, mysterious creature. Oh, interesting. He's not been officially cited for 60 years.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Okay. Mr. Remington, the boss. Murder victim. We hope you enjoy your visit to Boggy's Bog. Okay. His body was found outside his office in the swamp. Remington received 3 small wounds on his chest. Remington has mysterious slime around his wounds. Okay, police file, which we already read. Oh, okay. Here's my map. Bunch of stuff. Alright. Anyway.
Ah! Back so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
That's cute. A little reaction when you click on him. Your mustache is troubling me.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Getting rusty, I see. Don't panic, I'll go over the basics. First of all, you can examine things you find in the swamp by tapping on them. My advice is to be thorough. You won't regret it.
What about the suspects?
That's simple. Just tap on anyone you meet and begin talking to them. You'll eventually be able to choose from a list of topics, some of which might not be available at first. So you'll need to visit each suspect several times. My advice is to be
thorough and I won't regret it. Yeah, I got it. Talk to everyone about everything.
If you must put it so bluntly, you can move around the swamp by selecting walk mode with the button on the bottom right, and then choosing a direction.
So, wait. What's the button on the top right?
That's the most important button of all. It opens your case file. It's where you keep all...
Oh, I remember. I keep all my notes in there. Everything about suspects, clues, and the areas I've been to.
Precisely. If you get lost, read through your case file. It should help you decide what you need to do next. Good luck. Ah! Back so soon, Grim? What's troubling you?
So, where are we? It feels like the middle of nowhere.
That's a fairly accurate description. We've arrived at a tourist attraction known as Boggy's Bog. Legend has it that a mysterious creature lives in this swamp.
Right, that's Boggy.
Exactly. And in recent years, it seems somebody has tried to commercialize that legend. And the swamp itself.
But the owner was the murder victim, wasn't he?
Yes, unfortunately, he'll be unavailable for questioning.
Well, darn.
Ah! Back so soon, Grimoire? What's troubling you?
Your mustache is troubling me. That thing seems to be longer every time I see you.
You've been warned about this, detective. Don't talk about my facial hair, and I won't talk about yours.
What's wrong with mine? It's perfectly under control. It's trimmed and ready for action.
Grimoire, you're supposed to be investigating a murder. Stop wasting time.
Okay. Okay, so let's walk mode. Look around a bit first.
A lot of fog and a lot of trees. I can't wait to visit that area. A lot of fog. That's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
Okay.
A simple wooden dock. Looks like it can just about hold my weight. The water is black and deep. My favorite kind. A lot of... There's a lot... Are they keeping some...
Wait, what?
There's a large fence reaching straight out of the water. Are they keeping something in?
Okay, well, I guess let's go that way. I think I am going to turn off that sparkly hint icons. I am feeling confident.
No clues, just mud. It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water. It's an old... The fence that seems to surround this entire area. Just an odd old tree. The fence that seems...
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't remember. Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
Oh, okay. So this is where, like, the fact that this game is a sequel comes in. Well, I'm just gonna go in blind. Or, uninformed, rather.
I've never seen you before.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go after it. You can wait here and behave.
You'll get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope. He's a different sort of creature.
Wait, what do you mean? If you... she disappeared.
She's the monster.
I might pretend I imagined her. The fence is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Hard to tell.
Is an the two
We should head to the crime scene first. It's to the west side of the swamp. Okay? So, that way.
I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around. I don't forget. Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock.
Oh no.
Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, okay, right. Confused with what I was doing. Alright, okay.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
It is a maze. I thought it was going to be a sliding tile puzzle. Mazes are much preferable.
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom, and flick through the connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
Let's see. It's too stupid. Okay, wait.
Officer James is too stupid for my beard to make any money. What is that supposed to mean?
That's just me messing around. Okay, I think actually it's far too remote. To make any money, actually. Okay, so the swamp. Yeah.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me. What's the story behind this place?
Well, the murder scene is to the west, so obviously we're gonna go east.
Note to self, don't fall in. It's the base of a gigantic tree, and it's sitting in the very heart of the swamp. Was this entire place built around it? There's a hollow part of the tree, right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
There's also clearly something in there.
There's a Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
Fair.
It's a fork in the road. How non-linear. Those trees are more dense. It's like a forest back there. I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else.
Fine.
I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Protest.
Looks like this path leads towards the northwest corner of Boggy's Bog. I can't wait. These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there. These... Looks like this... A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore. I should visit the crime scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west. Looks like
Okay. Clues, species, objects, notes. Gormless gumshoe. Gotcha. The boggy character. Wooden board. Being handled roughly by a man dressed as an explorer. Unhand me at once, you wretch. Okay. Oh, thank you. Click and hold the back button. Gotcha. So I think,
A rather it's
probably have to come back here later to get more info about this place.
looks rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one. And that's the path that leads back past the protest and towards the crossroads. If that was rocks sitting... There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction. There's a narrow... This area is kind of empty. I can't see anything worth writing down. This area...
Ah. This would be the murder scene.
There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water.
I'm already suspecting that the fact that Boggy's feet are in a tub of water is going to be significant, because I'm going to bet, my prediction is that his feet don't actually look like this.
The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way. A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden in the reeds outside the office.
Yeah, because... Yep, now, obvious. Someone wearing the flippers went to the reeds, deposited the flippers, and then walked normally on their normal human feet away from the reeds.
The strange footprints stop. Maybe I should... There are... And... It's Remington's office. I don't really want to go inside, but I don't think I have a choice. I can't get in here without a key, and I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on. There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside. I don't like it here. What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
I'm good at these. Okay. Let's see. So I guess we want to break the one that's attached to it? Or, wait. So there's that, but then there's also... Oh, okay.
That's the one. But I wonder where this lockpick came from.
A lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Okay.
There's an open... One of the... I don't like... So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Oh. Right, inventory. A map of tourist attraction Bonky's Bog, generously donated by the mysterious little girl at the entrance. When I'm exploring the swamp, I can access my map from the map button in the corner. slippers. Who left these lying around?
So,
I don't know what I'm expected to do here. Okay. Well...
maybe if I...
Well, I have a lockpick, though.
I can't, maybe...
Can't I use the lockpick to get in there? I guess not.
There are... and...
Alright, well, fine. Oh, hello.
Ah, some suspects. Let's get this investigation started. All right, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
That's a little rude.
No, I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
Grimoire. Strange. Is that your first name?
That's what I was wondering. Wow, these are all excellent answers.
It's actually my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best.
Okay.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Okay.
You were here yesterday, I presume? Last night?
Yes, I was.
Here, in this clearing?
No, I was over at the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
Perhaps indeed.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody different.
Now I present all my evidence. Oh, cool. Alright.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's great. I'm sorry, I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence?
Alright, well, not much out of you yet, but we're still early, so...
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No. I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you, anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Van de Peer,
The famous movie director?
Cute.
the artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
That is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
A ghost! My eyebrows.
My eyebrows offered to help Burl's camera to leave the swamp forever. What is that supposed to mean?
Okay, let's see.
Vincent Van de Peer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van de Peer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
Challenge. Ooh, okay. Exciting.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
But what are you doing?
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering. This area, the history, the atmosphere, it's the perfect setting for my next film. I'm on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
High praise, I suppose. What? Oh.
Indeed I was working, very hard indeed, well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest, but yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual, yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water. I was filming the water. It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
A sense of dread.
Vincent Van de Peer told me that Bobby Burrell was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burrell doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Well, he said he was at the cafe.
Were you working yesterday? Here? In the swamp, I mean?
Indeed, I. Well, tonight,
Excuse me.
you. Yeah. Here.
Bob?
Oh.
You-
But wait, I know. Now,
Should have
I-
sneezed in the other direction, I realized. Sneezed right into my mic.
one point. Nothing you. But. Nothing but.
Okay. Anyway.
The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy. You met him? You're a lucky man. He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible! Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday. That was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
If you want an autograph, a plain sheet of paper will suffice, thank you. I don't really have time to be looking at items from your collection. I don't know if it's any use to you at all. I'll film again tonight and try to get a version without all those bizarre noises in the background. You won't be getting very far discussing that with me. Try someone less important. If you want an autograph...
Alright, what's this challenge?
I heard this isn't the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington has denied you the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way? I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
I am famous. I am the boss. I'm gonna guess money.
Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway. Just a favor for a favor.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for a long time, either.
Okay. So that would be a potential motive then. Like if he decided, oh, I don't actually want to pay him. Let's have him killed, so I don't have to fork over the cash. Okay. But we don't know that for sure yet. Oh, film footage. Cool. Footage recorded last night at the exact time of the murder, filmed by Vincent Van de Peer in the clearing on the west side of the swamp near the crime scene. There's nothing to see, but various clues can be heard on the audio track. Listen to them in order. Ah! Outcry. Blast. Oh! Okay. Well, that sounds like someone falling out a window to me.
Oh? The famous director, and my friend. Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
I wonder how he got his camera. I mean, I don't think, if you're a professional cameraman, you probably don't leave your camera sitting around where anyone can get to it. But I guess Vincent knew where he kept it or something? I don't know. Probably not worth, questioning.
I heard from Mr. Vanderpure over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had a walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
You left it with Vanderpure, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
You just walked around? You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well, I can't say that. I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Vanderpure said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here.
Oh.
I left my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So, you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Okay. Whee! Whoa.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
It's the Blue Badger! A blurry photograph taken by Bobby Burrell shortly before the murder. It shows something that looks like Boggy in the woods at the back of the swamp. Peeking in the photo seems to have long legs. Or possibly, that just might be a reflection. Neat.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there?
These people are remarkably helpful. I'm used to, Phoenix Wright-ish games where people are like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know.
Hey there, Telemelia. I don't know yet. Yeah, it might be someone in a costume or something. We need more info. Okay, so at the back of the swamp, you said. In the woods. Well, okay, so I think I'm gonna go back around this way. Wait.
Rocks sitting in... If that was... Rocks, if that...
This way. Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was a path that way.
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in the swamp. Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre.
Old man unfettered capitalism. Probably is. We've already seen that, like, money changed hands.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers. That museum... Wait, is it... That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee. There's less light back there. Those trees are getting thicker and thicker. It's a stepping stone path that goes past the museum and into the woods. So glad I'm wearing my best shoes today. There's... It's a... So... The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way. Seems like I can rotate them around, just until the gap in the middle is clear.
Okay.
That top hat guy
Easy
would have
peasy.
so struggled with this one.
Okay, that was a direct Professor Layton reference.
This is a really cramped museum. Just one room, not worth the admission price.
The admission price was free.
Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did. Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago, in a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place. It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
Adorable. Another story from Boggy's Bog, recorded by Swamp Sound of Swamp Studios. SFD Productions. That's the dev team.
Boggy playing the piano. He's having a grand old time. This is a There's a little door in the wall here. I think it leads outside. It's locked, though. These are skulls? Oh, they're just models. Creepy models. Books about Boggy and other mysterious creatures. I'll read them some other time. Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
According to historical sketches, the skin would have had a number of spots and patterns similar to that of a toad/frog. 3 prominent sharp claws, supposedly the primary weapon of the Boggy Swamp Monster. Some early sketches even showed a small thumb.
I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit. It looks like someone tried to hide them here.
Do not touch. Oh, I touched all of them. Gloves. These flippers. They're not part of the museum exhibit, that's for sure.
Things in jars. Ooh. I don't like things in jars. Unless the thing is marmalade.
Ooh, marmalade is tasty.
This is a... I'd better take a look at this. This journal. It's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
It looks like a Pokemon. A journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches on the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden in the water. There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Ooh. Alright.
Let's see here. This journal belonged to the explorer, who first discovered Boggy in this swamp 60 years ago.
The Explorer.
Apparently, this is the exact hat worn by the explorer 60 years ago. It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp. This is...
Alright.
So-
You.
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, Detective. I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder. What are you doing?
I'm writing in my diary. It's been a long day. So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here,
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
so you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun! Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Secrets.
What kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology, a fascinating combination of scientific fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you.
Heck yeah. I
Oh
always
yeah,
need
this'll
for
do.
light reading.
Something for beginners at least.
You like the conversation tree in this? Yeah. It's kind of a cool little, like, system. Like, there's your two basic topics, and then there's, like, more to unlock as you go on. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he has 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe that information is out there somewhere. Right. Again, nobody knows what his feet actually look like. Cool, cool.
So, Mr. Folder.
Agent Folder.
Yeah, were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
Then what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
Okay, so the lockpick. Found near Remington's body. Yeah.
The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
This person is of no interest to me whatsoever. If I cared about that person, I would know everything I need to know already. Next time, only show me something if it's important. Let's make that a rule.
Nope, I'm going to show you everything, important or no.
The man was a fool. That's all you need to know. Are you asking about the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything! I have no interest in something like that. Obviously. You're wasting your precious time, Detective. This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really. Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on. I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again. Something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
Yeah, but, I mean, that's probably your lockpick, though.
An important piece of the puzzle. This journal is a key to unlocking the history of this place. The real swamp creature had claws, 3 on each hand to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
Something, feet pics. Alright.
I have a bone to pick with you.
I challenge
Are
you.
you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now? Where did I find this again? I found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
Selling bonky feet pics to make up for not getting paid enough as a detective, yeah. It'll be the biggest scoop of my life.
You left your lockpick by Remington's office yesterday. And let's think about this one again.
Oh,
I have a bone.
Are you setting something about
Maybe. Stop this.
my
So, where did I found a...
Oh, apparently. Why does this...
You were at the scene of the...
oh,
No, wait, that's not right, is it?
why not?
So, where did I found a...
Oh, apparently. Why does...
Did he say that?
You said
No.
Remington always carried a lockpick with him.
Okay, maybe I don't have enough information then. Fine.
So...
Okay, well, let's keep looking around.
The rock path leading back towards the museum. What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright. I see where we're going with this.
I recognize that footprint. It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
Hey, g'day, Aboozle.
The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad. The water's clear. Not bad. The water's not. It's like a little forest back here.
G'day, g'day.
This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase. And this place is so weird. This and this and this and the water's clear. Not bad.
You've not heard of this game before? It's came out a while back. I think the date on this game was 2014, if I recall correctly. But it has a sequel called Tangle Tower, which you may have heard of. It seems to have gotten a bit more publicity than this one. And then this game, which is apparently a sequel to another game, which I did not know about.
It feels like I've stepped into nighttime. What happened to the sun? It feels... I wouldn't be using this old rope bridge if I had a choice. I've seen the movies, I know what happens. It feels... Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home.
Why there's a house here? Because it's cool.
Someone... The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Oh boy, okay. This kind of thing I'm not so good at. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I wasn't doing it right. Okay. I think I had it right, I just didn't,
Perfect.
There we go.
I am amazing.
Okay.
I'm indoors. What a treat. I'm a little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense. There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf. Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore. The tree comes straight through the middle of the house. It even has little drawers carved into it. Okay, even I'll admit, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses. This is like an oven? Or is it just a boiler? It's so old-fashioned it hurts my brain. The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading, though I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually.
Well, knit, clearly. And cook.
There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it. The tree... Okay,
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
not exactly. I had to climb up here first.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention, but I can make exceptions for harmless idiots.
Do you get any attention up here?
Most of the time, people like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make an excuse and say it's my job to ask you about last night, but to be honest, I climbed all the way up here and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
I like her.
What do you do here? Did you work for Richard Remington?
I was living here before that man was even born, and I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone. Even longer than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area.
Cool.
I've learned many things from them.
What about this little chemistry set you've got on your table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid on it, or inside it, I'll tell you what that liquid consists of.
Wow. How do you do that?
Chemistry.
Papaya chemistry. A page from Weybridge's Book of Pressed Flowers contains information about all the flowers in the swamp and where they grow. The green and red species only grow around the side door of the museum and can't be found anywhere else. Cool.
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
Thanks. Just give me a minute to write all this down.
I'm not even sure who that is. You should ask someone else. A fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse. I heard she wasn't so keen on visitors, though. Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree. I'm not even sure who that is. I have nothing good to say about that man, so I won't say anything at all. If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be able to help you. You can put that away. I can't help you with it. They're samples of flowers that grow in this area. 2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And one of them only grows around the museum. No, thank you. If you bring me something, you can put that away.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. These have liquid on them.
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might.
No, thank you.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the cauldron, then tap the faucet.
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna
And
be swamp
now,
water.
we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Okay.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Alright.
Let's see. First thing, then tap.
It's the same stuff.
And now,
No, it's cauldron. Doughy.
got it! Now I know. I'll write it. That looks pretty similar to last time.
Okay. Sewing. Okay, well, I guess we're done here for now. Till we think of something else to ask her. Ah. The cafe.
Grass, trees, nothing unusual. Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Seriously, I'm not drinking that. The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship, I think. Never really learned much about ships. Predictably, a trash can, and I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash in here.
There's always something underneath the trash. Ooh, look at that.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Anything else? Delicious apple cores and banana peels. These look like designs for a boggy costume. What's going on around here? Yeah, yep.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
I'm actually not sure. Squares, what?
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the swamp creature was doing last night. I'm losing my mind here. Did the real creature show up last night? The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo was doing last night. Maybe I just need to change one thing.
Oh, is showing me.
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph. I'm not sure I'm looking at the real Boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Well, I wasn't done looking around.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
I still think I could have used the lockpick to get in there.
Predictably, the glam... A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side?
Got 2 pieces of the costume already, so we're making good progress.
A ship... and... There's a wooden path built right into the shipwreck. The rope bridge leads up through those trees. Do they expect tourists to climb up there? It looks dangerous.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect, too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
Ooh. Ominous.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
Okay.
Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Cool. Oh, okay. So we have a whole new topic of conversation to ask people because we figured out that the costume is a thing.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
Ooh. What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in this swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog.
Ew.
He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... Well, I'll try some later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Okay, alright. So, Bobby Burl said that Richard Remington left the cafe feeling, seemed to be ill. Right.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Intriguing.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to? Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Also, I have a knife.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet. I don't know very much about them. You have a lot of suspects on that list. I don't know what to say. I don't know very much about them. You have a lot of... You're prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly. He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Cool.
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with. I don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Why don't you show that to someone else? It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently. It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
I wonder what it is.
You don't know everything, I'm afraid. I can't help you with that one. Why don't you show... You don't know everything. I can't help. Why don't you You don't know...
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
Poison!
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before.
How do I know
Since
that?
last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Swamp juice, a popular drink sold at the cafe in Boggy's Bog, has the appearance of strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of swamp juice has disappeared from his stock recently.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here.
I'd like him to look at that before
I think it's part of the cafe.
Okay, okay.
There aren't many clues over here. Unless those trees are a clue. But I don't think so. They aren't, but I'm not going to worry about how frail that wooden path looks. Nope. There aren't many clues over here. But it's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look.
Ooh. Well. Alright, I can already see something, out of place in here.
Bonky dolls, bonky toys, bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. Bonky. Well, I wouldn't wear it. Maybe to sleep in, you know, not outside. A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas. Boggy. Brightly colored Boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them? What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
Good.
It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess. What on? There's a 2 clues. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or it could be a painting. There's really no way to tell, you know?
Nice.
A Boggy's. Maybe I'll get.
Cheeto. Headpiece for a homemade Boggy costume. Found hidden amongst the Boggy hats in the gift shop. Has an unusual lining with a red swirly pattern. The red lining was a piece ripped from some curtains. Yep.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Did you miss me?
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your hat I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
My hat!
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I have a good imagination.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted. When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You
Oh.
left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Okay, alright, let's see where this is going. A pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally says someone played a joke on her since they're covered in strange liquid slime. Sally left these leggings in her bag and left that bag in the swamp last night.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You'd never see me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
No, you're right. I always wear these.
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
I really don't know what to tell you. Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that. Is that your new friend? Sweet. I really don't know what to tell. Is that one of the... I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
Probably a good thing.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
I have no idea what that is. Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Yep. I'm a detective. I can do that.
These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily, kids seem to like stupid stuff.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they're pretty popular. Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now. I have no idea. Where are you? Is that one of your? This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo.
Yep.
It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
I have no idea. Where are you? Is that one of your? I have no idea. I can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel.
Oh, I wonder if she actually shows up in the sequel.
That is not something for my gift shop.
Oh, what?
I've never seen it before. Where are you? Never mind. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them. Never mind, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them. Is that one of your clues? It's night.
Okay. Cool. Protest. We haven't been here yet. Oh, we were here, but nobody was here when we were here before.
Ah, you've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
What are these answers?
Why? Because you'd bounce if I threw you against a wall?
What? No. Because I always come back. Again and again, until my job is done.
Interesting.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What is
Oh
that?
boy.
Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus, I have a little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought. Felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction? Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone.
We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis, assuming he's not going to mind. Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
You know, at this moment, he's my prime suspect. I like him, though. He's cool. Everybody in this game is cool. Like, there's such, like, really good character design. And, like, really good voice acting, too.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
Either him or Folder, I think, are my top 2 suspects.
What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A Boggy costume.
It's Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh, no, I meant, well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
He was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Yeah, you wouldn't see anyone wearing the costume if you were wearing the costume!
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
It was a pretty good beard.
He seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will. I have nothing to say about them. You're asking the wrong person. You're wasting your time with that one. Ah, yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well. And we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
They might even be in cahoots.
Boggy is my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost. The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it. I'm afraid I have no idea. Show it to somebody else. No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I have no... Show it to... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it to... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it... This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
Suspicious.
No thanks, my friend. I'm afraid... Show it to... No thanks. I'm afraid...
These flower pet... I found these designs for a costume, a Boggy costume.
The legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell. I really don't have an opinion. My apologies. You should ask someone else. Try showing it to somebody different. I really don't... You should ask... That's great. I'm sorry I have not seen that before. What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder? That's the...
Oh, whoops.
Before he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Before he got ill and rushed back to his...
That's right.
This...
I'm sorry I have not... What is it? Some... I'm sorry I have... What is it?
Present everything.
What can you tell me about these designs for a Boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a minute. What if
Don't you dare ask.
This costume isn't your doing, is it? Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your Boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery.
Five Nights at
I can
Bonnie's.
create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too. I simply don't have time to help you with this. You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man, and this doesn't look like it's worth my time. I simply don't... You want me to sign a... I don't really have time to be looking at items for... You won't be getting... If you want an autograph... I don't really have... You won't be getting... If you want an autograph... I don't really have time. You won't be getting... If you want to not... I don't really... You won't be getting...
Nope. Alright, well, we do have a place we haven't explored yet.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes.
Oh, interesting.
So, which key should I use in each one?
Seems fairly straightforward. Barely even a puzzle. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's creepy as hell. Wow.
This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. This is... It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows.
Oh. That's our murder weapon.
Something about those 3 prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
Well, assuming he was murdered by the stab wounds, which he doesn't seem to have been. I kind of doubt he was actually stabbed to death. A fireplace poker hidden in Remington's office that has 3 small prongs on the end. There's a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs, covered in a strange liquid slime. The 3 prongs match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon? Or at least related.
I probably shouldn't leave until I've searched a bit more thoroughly. Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. These animals. They're all... They're not... I don't recognize any of them. I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now.
He doesn't like things in jars. We've established that.
This is the... The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off. This is the... An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
An old-fashioned hunting rifle found discarded on the floor in Remington's office. Yeah, we actually were never, we didn't even know what the cause of death was, do we? Let's see. Murder victim. Yeah, so it's just like... Right outside his office, 3 small wounds on his chest, mysterious slime around his wounds. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna mention this before the game beat me to it. I don't recognize any of these animals, which implies that Remington has a history of hunting cryptids.
Something happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window.
But yeah, so stabbed with a fireplace poker, but it's not necessarily a given that that's what killed him. I suspect the stabbing may have been post-mortem.
There are... No way. No way. Is this... a werewolf? No. Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace. But one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again, maybe it'll reveal a secret.
Okay. things first. Oh, nice. There we go.
This photograph, it's a young Remington. And some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
First Order of Cryptozoological Hunters, Headquarters 1963. A group photo of a hunting club. A younger Remington stands among friends. They're all holding rifles.
Have I uncovered a secret in here? The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Oh. Okay.
This is the photos, but one of the wait a second. This photo and some other. Maybe I could photo, but one this and maybe this is the Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. It's a letter Remington was writing before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close, all due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease.
My dear fellow. Speculation on Boggy's feet. Oh, look at that.
It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea. It's where and it's some whole Vincent Van de Peer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. There's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places. It's a set the letter. It's a whole.
I wonder if FF might be a reference to the next game as well. Looks like they had Tingle Tower planned for a while.
There's a map of the. It's a letter before my. But if I
Okay, so there's some stuff I'm missing at the protest. And also in the museum. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Well, it is about time for me to stop for the night. But this is fascinating. I'm liking this game. It's kind of on the simple side, but that's kind of what I heard about it beforehand. And that's okay. Like, it's not everything has to be, you know, like super complicated and involved. So yeah, this is cool. I like this. And it just oozes charm, and I love the style, and like the art style, and the animation is great. Lots of good atmosphere. It is charming. It is charming as heck. So I'm going to stop here. Oh good, autosave. And we'll resume next week. And yeah. So tomorrow is a Cook Serve Delicious 2 day, and we're getting close to finishing up with that one, so that'll be good. Yeah. So, good stuff. Let's find someone to raid. We have, of course, people playing Elden Ring. What else we got? Got some Forbidden West. What else? You know what? Yeah, let's also do over to Nerethia. Playing Horizon Forbidden West. If I can spell his name right. There we go. Alright, so yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. And, thank you for voting, those of you who did. Thank you for choosing this game. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, folks. Good night.